Refinancing your car loan can actually save you a ton of money, but only if you do it the right way. If you do it wrong, you could end up with a worse loan, paying more interest, and owing more than your car is actually worth. I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to refinance your car loan the smart way, and more importantly, how to avoid getting screwed over in the process. I'll break down when refinancing actually makes sense, what to look out for, and the step-by-step process. Whether you're trying to save on interest or just lower your monthly payment, I got you. So let's get into the video. Most people refinance for one reason, and that's to get a lower interest rate. Let's say you still owe $20,000 on the car at 11% interest and you have 3 years left. That's about $180 a month of just interest, and that's brutal. But if your credit's improved and you refinance at 5%, that comes all the way down to only $80 a month of interest. That's $100 saved every month just by switching to a better rate. Your monthly payment goes down too, which is really nice, but the real win is that you're paying way less over time. And here's a quick tip. If your budget allows, keep making the same payments you were making before. That way you can knock out the loan faster and save even more on interest. It's simple, but it works. Let's say that you're not really focused on the interest rate, but you just need a lower monthly payment to breathe. Refinancing can help with that too. You can stretch out the loan term. So for example, you could go from 3 years to 6 years, and your monthly payment drops even if the interest rate stays the same or goes up just a little. But the thing is, just because the payment's lower doesn't mean it's a good deal. The longer your loan lasts, the more interest you'll pay over time, and that means you're more likely to go upside down on the car. That means that you're paying more than the car's actually worth, and that's just not a good spot to be in. So if you're refinancing just to make your payments more affordable, I would ask yourself, can you actually afford this car? Sometimes the smarter move is just to sell the car and get into something more affordable. That way you don't dig yourself deeper into the loan. Let's say that refinancing actually makes sense for you. Here's how to do it the right way. First, you need decent credit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be better than when you got the first loan. If you've been making your car payments on time, your score probably improved, and that's gonna help you out a lot. If your credit is still rough, you might need a cosigner or just a little bit more time before you think about refinancing. You have to keep in mind that the goal here is to get a better rate and not to trade a bad one for another bad one. Next, you need to shop around. Don't just take the first offer that you see. I see so many people mess up and just jump into the first offer that they get when they could have got a better rate if they just kept shopping around. A quick tip and piece of advice is to start with local credit unions, because more than often they give better rates than the bigger banks. Now let's talk about what to avoid. First, be careful for payment penalties. That's when a lender charges you a fee for paying your loan off early. I know it makes no sense, but it happens. Second, look out for origination fees. That's just a fancy way of saying that they're charging you up front to process that new loan. Like I said, that's origination fees. And these origination fees can be anywhere from 1 to 6% of the total loan. So if you're refinancing $10,000 and the fee is 5%, that's $500 gone. If the fees end up outweighing the savings, then it's not worth it. Also, make sure that you time it right. If you're refinancing near your payment due date, make sure that everything's lined up so you don't accidentally miss a payment and mess your credit score up. What about cash out refinancing? Some lenders offer cash out refinancing, and yeah, it sounds good, but you need to be careful. Here's how it works. Let's say that your car is worth $15,000 and you owe only $10,000. That means you have 5% in equity. With cash out refinancing, they'll give you a new loan for more than you actually owe. So like $12,000, and you keep the $2,000 in cash. Now you can spend that money on anything, but don't forget you're still borrowing. Now your loan is bigger, your interest rate might go up, and your car is continuing to lose value. Unless you're using that money to knock out some high interest debt or it's an emergency, I would honestly just skip out on it. The best rule of thumb is to keep that loan amount as small and as little as possible. Here are the most common questions about refinancing. How do you know if refinancing is actually worth it? If you can get a lower interest rate without extending the loan too much or paying any crazy fees, I would say it's worth it. Will refinancing hurt your credit? Your score might drop a tiny bit from the credit check, but it's just temporary. Long term, it can actually help if your payments become easier to manage. Can you refinance with bad credit? You can, but your new rate might not save you as much. You're better off improving your credit first or bringing on a cosigner. How soon can you refinance after buying a car? Some lenders allow you to refinance almost immediately. Others want you to wait at least a few months. Either way, wait until your credit improves or rates drop. Can you refinance if you're upside down on the loan? It's possible, but It's tricky. The lender has to be okay with taking on that risk. Sometimes you'll have to cover that gap out of pocket to roll it into a new loan, which isn't always the smartest move. Refinancing your car loan can save you thousands if you do it right. The biggest wins come from lowering your interest rate without extending the loan too long. A key tip is don't get tricked by the lower monthly payments if you're going to pay more interest over time. And always read the fine print before you sign anything. I always say borrow smart, that way your future self isn't cleaning up a mess later. That's it from me, Alex, aka your money friend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.